Guys, what is up? We are out riding again today on a new vehicle, actually. I am on my new ZNH Z3 E-Bike, and I'm going to kind of give you guys a rundown of what it can do, what it's capable of, how fast it can go, all that fun stuff. So let's get into it. So I know a lot of you guys who have been on the channel for a long time are probably wondering, like, where are all the motorcycles at? Well, lately I've been on a little e-bike kick because there's so many available nowadays. They're just all over the market everywhere. So I'm kind of having fun just testing out a bunch of them. So this is just another one to add to the list. So let's get into it. So as I mentioned, guys, this is the model Z3 by ZNH electric e-bike. I believe it's a class 2 because it does have a twist throttle. Like, if I don't want to pedal, I can just throttle it all day long and just go for a cruise. I can go up to about 20 miles an hour, which is definitely not bad at all. For just being able to cruise around, 20 miles an hour does get the job done, to say the least, I would say. This bike specifically does have 3 speed modes as well. It has low, mid, and high, and that's for either your pedal assist. As you can see, as I pedal, we start getting up to speed, the engine kicks in and assists, or you can just throttle and it'll take you up to that speed as well. This bike does have 7 gears you can shift through, so like if I want to just completely turn this off and just pedal, now it's just pretty much a regular street bike or mountain bike, however you want to ride it. This is technically an all-terrain bicycle. It does have slimmer wheels on it, but they are a little bit treaded, so you can go off-road, you can take it in gravel, you can take it kind of wherever you want. But the nice thing is as you're getting up to speed, it also has a multiplier as well, so you can kick this thing up. And this multiplier really does get this thing, really gets it moving. You can probably hear it in my breath, but it takes it from the 7th gear, which you really can pedal straight through. It gets really easy once you get up to speed. And you kick that multiplier on, and this thing is, it's moving for sure. Now, once you're all the way in this mode, if you want to take a little bit of a breather, get some assistance, that's when you kick this thing on and let the engine assist you just a little bit. So right now I just have it in mid, which I want to say is probably going to take me, I don't know, I want to say maybe 10 miles an hour, 15, because top speed is 20. So if I take it to high, this will take me to 20. Like, twist the throttle, I'll go up to 20. Now, if I'm pedaling with it, we'll get going even faster, obviously. And so far, compared to other e-bikes I've had, this one is a little bit stiffer off-road. It's not as smooth. You can feel, you know, just a little bit more of the bumps and rocks and stuff. But again, it's geared a little bit more towards a street e-bike, just a little bit. It's definitely capable of all-terrain. That's how it is marketed. And it gets the job done, as I like to say. But the slimmer tires, the smaller wheels, just all of that makes for a little bit bumpier ride. But like I said, it still works out fine. We're still cruising here off-road, no problem. So far, the brakes are great on this thing. They are just typical mechanical brakes, but they are very strong. I mean, they lock up pretty quick if you want to use both. It does have full suspension on the front as well, and the suspension is pretty stiff, like I said, which I like. Some of the other ones I got are pretty loose. They do have more travel, I guess. No, this one has good travel too. But overall, the suspension feels great on this. I kind of like the bar positioning here as well. It feels very similar to a sport bike, actually, if I'm being honest here. But let's pause a minute. Let me pull over so we can actually show you guys a little bit more about this bike up close. Okay, so this is the ZNH Z3. This is it. It has a really nice, sleek look to it. I have the black and red one, obviously, as you can see. But I'm going to go over just a couple of the cons that I didn't necessarily like on it, and then kind of everything that comes with the bike. The pros. So all the typical stuff, it does come with a rear kickstand, obviously, an adjustable seat with a reflector on the back, which is needed. You have your Shimano sprockets and kind of entire setup back here, and the Shimano shifter as well. Now, this is your battery that mounts right in the middle, and the nice thing is about this, it is anti-theft, so you do have keys that I have zip tied right here that you can, let me come around so you can get a better look at this. Right here, put it in, pop this battery out, you can take it inside with you, you know, just keep it somewhere safe with you if you got to lock this thing up on a bike rack. Now, obviously, people can still ride away with this thing without the battery, but probably less likely to happen when they're missing the main point of this bike, you know what I mean? It also rocks a nice little headlight on the front. It's pretty strong. If it were nighttime, I'd show you guys how it works, but obviously it's daytime, so I can't really do that for you. And the battery is a 36-volt 10 amp lithium ion battery, so it is going to last you for a while. It normally fully charges within 3 to 4 hours or so, and then it's going to last you, I'd say on average, 30 miles on a full charge. You can get, I think, up to like 47, and on the low end is probably like I don't know, 24, but normally you're going to get around 30, which is pretty solid. And the motor it is equipped with is a 350 watt motor, so it definitely has some balls to it. The front wheel is also quick release, which is pretty cool, so you can actually, there's another form of security if you want. This pops off, and this wheel literally pops right off. It takes 2 seconds. And as I said before, you can notice that these wheels are a little bit smaller than some of the other e-bikes I've ridden, but it does have a little bit of knobbies on it. So again, you are safe to take this off-road. It's not going to treat you poorly off-road. Like I said, so far it feels great, handles good. So that's all good news. And it is equipped with a twist throttle, like I mentioned, rear and front brakes, which is also very nice and much needed on an e-bike. Couple cons I didn't like with this bike, which is not a huge deal, is you do not have a digital display. They went this simplistic look of just kind of like the remote control here for your modes and your power and all that. Simple on and off, and then up and down for your speeds. So since there's no display, if you want to check your battery, you come down here to the battery pack, press the power button. As you can see, I am still full, and if it's empty, it's going to go red all the way down. So we are good so far. One of the cons I noticed right out the box, which is not a huge deal, you just got to adjust to it. It doesn't bother me anymore now. But this kickstand right here, depending on your shoe size, you can see as you're pedaling, your shoe can get quite close to hitting that thing on the back if you're not careful. So honestly, you could probably bend it in a little bit. I thought about doing that, but I've already adjusted to it and learned how to not be hitting it every time. And I have both of these tires inflated to about 60 psi. I believe the max is 65. Minimum is pretty low, actually. I want to say like 40, maybe. No, it's probably like 45 or something like that. But I put them at 60. Seemed like a good medium, good in between for the PSI. I also have some footage of me unboxing the bike. I did not get footage of me assembling the bike, but it does come with a manual. It is very straightforward. They did a great job putting together instructions on how to put the bike together. And on top of it, if you're somewhat mechanically inclined, it goes together very easy. And if you have a little bit of a past of e-bikes like me, then you'll have zero problem putting the bike together. Like I said, I have put together a bunch of these e-bikes at this point, so I kind of didn't even have to open the manual, to be honest. I just started putting the thing together. As you can see in the unboxing clips, it comes shipped, like majority of it already assembled. You just kind of have to put the remainder parts, clip in here and there, put the wheel on, all that fun stuff. Let's get a little assist here. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, it all goes together nicely. The install, all that, like I said, very, very easy. Comes with a manual. It actually comes with its own tire pump as well with a pressure gauge on it. So that was sweet. At least mine did. They may not all, but I know for sure you can add it onto your order. Came with a charger as well, as to be expected, and everything was ready to go. I plugged it in. I thought I'd have to, put it on the wall for 3 to 4 hours before I could ride it. But no, the thing came fully charged. So that was sweet. I was able to literally just hop on the thing and start cruising. Now, another thing worth noting is the gears. Again, normally when I have my e-bikes, I really just take advantage of the twist throttle. I don't pedal a ton unless I'm trying to get warmed up or anything like that. I like just cruising them. Same reason I like riding bikes. You twist the throttle and you go. So the gears didn't feel to shift super, super smooth. But again, I am no master at shifting mountain bikes, and I know a lot of it comes down to speed. Because if you shift too soon or too late, you're going to get clanky with the chain, clanky shifts. It won't be smooth. It's going to suck. So again, I'm a novice at that. But again, once I started figuring out the speeds and when to shift, they got a lot smoother and didn't feel as clanky with the shifting. And once it actually grabbed gears and the chain was sitting where it was supposed to, it felt very smooth while pedaling. Like right now I'm sitting in 7th gear and with the multiplier knocked almost all the way up, and it's sitting super smooth, no problem at all. I have a low assist and it feels great. I could cruise like this for quite a while. And then as for the headlight, guys, you literally have the headlight button sitting right here, super easy. And again, the headlight is very adjustable, and you have a horn. Get out of the way. But kind of have fun with that. But yeah, overall, guys, this bike definitely feels solid for what it is. Great price point. I'll have the link in the description for you guys to click and check out if you want. I feel like I'm just going to keep bringing a bunch of random e-bikes in different price ranges. I've had more expensive ones, cheaper ones. Just depends on what you're looking for. But this one feels solid overall. Feels great. All the mechanics on it work well. Overall, I'd probably give this thing, for the price point, as usual, anywhere from an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Feels pretty solid. I just, I wish it didn't lack a digital display, and that's really the biggest thing. But then again, for the price point, this remote here does the job. It, you know, it gets the job done, no problem. But thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Go watch some of the other ones, and I will see you guys next time.